bears, I am the Gaming-Grizzly and welcome back to Identity V, and I couldn't be any more excited because an Identity V and Death Note crossover was announced, and today we're gonna talk about all the information we have about the in-game information, about a website that was mysteriously deleted, and about my skin predictions for this crossover. Alright, I hope you guys will enjoy this video. If so, make sure to leave me a fat like. Also leave me a comment in the comment section below what you think will be the skins for this crossover. And of course, if you're new, subscribe to the Gaming-Grizzly. Alright, let's jump into everything we have. Starting with one of the biggest hints that is in-game right now. You can check it out. All you have to do is you have to go to the main lobby, to the main hall, and go to the very right. There you can find a weird red apple. And as soon as you click on that weird red apple, the detective will say, "The bright and delicious apples seem to have been left specially to seduce someone. There are some strange dark stains on the shiny skin. It is better not to touch it easily, so as not to cause unnecessary trouble." And we all know that the red apples are Ryuk's favorite food. Ryuk is a character from the Death Note. I don't want to spoil too much. I want to talk about the characters later a little bit. But if you have seen Death Note or if you have read the manga, you can see Ryuk eating these red apples. That's just one big hint. Absolutely love it. Then the next hint is a very mysterious website. Mysterious because this website has been deleted. If we go to visit the website, we will get a 404 page which says, "Oops, cannot find page." This website seemed to be deleted by Identity V, but thanks to Google we can travel back in time and see what was on this website. I did that, and right here we can see on this website it said Identity V and Death Note crossover special rewards available. Link game ID and share. We can't do that anymore because this website is down. I'm just looking at basically I'm looking at the snapshot that was taken 2 days ago. So this website is down. Super interesting to see that they took down this website. And if we click on event description, we can see a few things. Identity V and Death Note crossover special rewards sent out for free. Download and log into Identity V, link your game ID during the event and claim crossover essences for free. Share the event to claim a crossover essence. You might claim 3 crossover essences. So basically it tells us how to claim the free essences before the event actually starts. And then the last little bullet point on this list, event period is April 26th. And if we look at the date, that is tomorrow. And it will last for an entire month, from April 26th to May 26th this year. And I actually assume this website was taken down because of exactly that little information right there. I cannot believe that this crossover will start tomorrow. There was no promotion on social media whatsoever. They did not promote this crossover yet. So in my opinion, I think they will delay the crossover a little bit. Because I would be super surprised to see a Death Note crossover tomorrow. Would be a welcome surprise if it would come tomorrow. But I actually think they will postpone the crossover, and that is why they actually deleted this website for now. So while editing this video, I just found out that the website is still available. So if you want to claim your 2 free essences, I will leave the link in the description below. I just did it. All you have to do is you have to link your game ID and you have to share the event page. Again, I will leave the link in the description below, and I hope it helps you. I want to mention that in the next segment where I talk about my predictions for the Identity V skins from the Death Note crossover, I will also talk a little bit about the story of a few Death Note characters. So be aware, there will be spoilers ahead. I want to talk about my predictions about a few characters from the Death Note series that I think might be a perfect fit for character skins in Identity V, starting with the main protagonist, Light Yagami. He is basically discovering the Death Note and decides to use it to get rid of the criminals in the world. Which is good thinking, but it's still like he's killing a lot of people. And his killings are eventually labeled by people of Japan as the work of Kira. He's the main character. I definitely think that he would be the S tier skin in this crossover if he is coming to the game. And I think, in my opinion, that would be a perfect skin for either the lawyer or the explorer. I mean, they both have like little things they are carrying, and especially the explorer is carrying a book. But in my opinion, the lawyer would be a better fit. I know the explorer is carrying the book, which would be that would make perfect sense. If we would have Light as explorer, it would make perfect sense because of the book. But then he's also getting small. Maybe the skills are not the perfect fit in my opinion. I just think the lawyer would be very, very interesting to see as Light. We also don't have an S tier skin for the lawyer, so that would be something I would be very excited about, but that's just my prediction. Then we have Ryuk, a very interesting character, a Shinigami that follows along Light throughout the entire manga or throughout the anime. Ryuk is a Shinigami who indirectly gives Light Yagami a death note, because he was becoming bored with the Shinigami realm. Yes, he gave it to him because he's bored. That is his main explanation for everything. Because I was bored, that's why. I mean, why not, right? You want to get entertained. In an effort to amuse himself, he steals a second Death Note and drops it into the human world for someone to find. This Death Note is discovered by Light, who uses it in an attempt to cleanse the world of evil and injustice, satisfying Ryuk's need for entertainment. So Ryuk is just a Shinigami that wants to be entertained, and he drops that Death Note into the world of the humans for Light to find. And in my opinion, Ryuk just looks perfectly for the Ripper. And I know, we have a lot of skins for the Ripper already, but if we look at that skin for the Ripper right here on screen, we can see that he almost looks like Ryuk already, right? Like it's kind of a perfect fit in my opinion, even if the Ripper already got so many good skins. I think Ryuk as A tier skin for the Ripper. Then we have L, who is basically the counterpart of Light Yagami, the counterpart of Kira, because L is one of the world's best detectives who takes on the challenge of catching the mass murderer known as Kira. In his investigation, L becomes suspicious of Light Yagami and makes it his goal to prove that Light is Kira. And if we look at the appearance of L, we can see that he is a very slim, pale, tall young man. And I mean, if we think of a slim, tall and pale young man, what comes to mind? The Gravekeeper. At least in my opinion, I think that L would be a perfect fit as A tier skin in this crossover for the Gravekeeper. Again, if you're disagreeing with my, predictions for the skins, make sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'm very curious to hear what you think about the skins. But there is one more character that I want to mention. And that character is Misa Amane. Misa Amane is an up-and-coming model and supporter of Kira, who eventually becomes the second Kira. After gaining a Death Note, she seeks out Kira in order to thank him for killing the man who murdered her family and to offer him her help. Having made the trade for the Shinigami Eyes, Misa learns that the identity of Kira is Light Yagami. After meeting with Light, she decides to dedicate her life to help Light however she can, and becomes determined to use her eyes to uncover L's real name. So here we have her Misa Amane, also known as Misa, and she would be, at least in my opinion, she would be a perfect fit for the Perfumer, an A tier skin for the Perfumer. Again, all of these predictions that I'm putting out today are just my personal opinion, my predictions. It could be completely different, but I would absolutely love to hear your opinion on that. And that's all we have so far about the Identity V and Death Note crossover. We talked about the apple that we can find in the game. We talked about the mysteriously deleted website from Identity V and the Death Note crossover. And we talked about my predictions for the skins and the characters for Identity V and Death Note. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, make sure to leave me a fat like. Also leave me a comment in the comment section below about your predictions and about your thoughts about the Death Note crossover. Again, I am extremely excited, it's one of my favorite animes. And of course, if you're new, subscribe to the Gaming-Grizzly. I hope you all have a fantastic day and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!